I would use real people's names in my songs. I was also kind of going through a lot. Good morning, guys. Welcome to another Get Ready With Me. Today we are getting ready to go to the studio this afternoon because I'm going to be recording a new song and I'm really excited. Let's get started. So I thought for today it would be fun to reminisce on how I started songwriting in the first place because yeah, I feel like that's kind of a unique thing that I do that to me feels very like normal, but I guess I can definitely talk about how I got started in it. So I actually wrote my first full song when I was like a very small kid. Like I remember maybe being like 6 or 5 or 6, and my mom played the guitar and she would always be like, you know, like singing kids songs with me and stuff like that. And I remember writing a song and I still remember how it goes, and I will not perform it live for you, or maybe I will. No, I won't. But it was, you know, it was the vibe at the time in 2004. Yeah, so I remember randomly like writing songs when I was very young. One of my friends, I would go to her house and she would have like GarageBand and we would like do little songs for fun and stuff like that. But the first time I had to actually write for real-ish was my dad's friend was making a short film, and it was kind of like a documentary type of film about like really serious topics. And he was like, oh, we need a song for the end credits. Do you know one we could use? And my dad was like, oh, Chloe can make you one. For whatever reason, I was elected. Okay, I volunteered as tribute. And I was like, okay. And the thing is, I've always written poetry for some reason. Like, ever since I can remember, I have like books and books of poetry. Probably because I was a very emotional teen girl, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot to unpack. So I always just loved writing to sort of like get whatever was in my brain out of my brain. It was just like something I naturally did. And so when it was time to write a song, the lyrics part of it all came really easy for me and really quick and really natural. Like I wrote a song at the beginning, lyrics first, and I would also usually like hear a melody for it in my head. So I would kind of write it backwards to how I write now. I would do lyrics, melody, and then I'd tell whoever was making the track, this is the melody and this is the song and these are the lyrics, so like make the music around that, if that makes sense. So yeah, I did it like that for a while and I just had a lot of fun doing it like that. I felt really connected to lyrics and really I don't know, I feel like my writing was very honest and authentic at that moment. I was also kind of going through a lot. So the songs were all a little depressing, if you know what I'm saying. And it was very hard for me to step out of like a very specific sound and a very specific type of song that I was like making over and over, which is totally fine. I feel like everyone sort of goes through that when they're first making music. But yeah, that's pretty much how I got started. And luckily my uncle is a musician also, and so he already knew how to record vocals and all of that stuff. My uncles were like in a band ever since I was little, and so I would like be 2 years old watching their band practice and watching the singer and being like, I want to do that. And so yeah, my uncle taught me how to record my own vocals. He showed me all the equipment I had to get, and I sort of just like learned from there, and I learned how to record myself. And so now I just pretty much can make music on my own in my apartment, which is such a blessing. I know not all artists are able to do that because a lot of people don't know how to record themselves, but personally I feel like that has been the most freeing and like liberating thing, because I'm no longer waiting for someone to invite me to their studio or like be able to record me or be able to mix my vocals, because I can just do it all myself. So yeah, that's been really great. But what I would really love to learn still, I have so much to learn obviously, but being able to produce would be so cool. And I've had stints of like trying to learn, but it really just is a lot, and I don't love staring at a computer for a long time, which is why I don't edit videos a ton anymore either, because I just don't love staring at a computer, and producing requires so much of that. So yeah, I don't know, I still really want to learn. Just, it's gonna take a lot of focus, a lot of matcha, and a lot of prayer, you know what I'm saying? But what I will say about the first few songs that I wrote is that I was so honest. I was so honest to the point where I would use real people's names in my songs and like weave them in somewhere, you know? I was coming for people's necks in my songwriting, okay? It was a lot, but you know what? I love that. Now I'm a little bit more protective with like people's identities and like people in my life. I'm just more aware of like, okay, people are actually gonna listen to this and it might affect people, so just be aware of that. So yeah, I would say that's like the biggest way that my songwriting's changed. And now I don't write the same way where I do lyrics, melody, and then like background vocals. Now I usually do like background vocals first. Sometimes if the song is very like ambient, I'll start hearing the backgrounds first, so I'll just do those. And then I do like melody passes where I like sing a melody that would go with the song, and I choose my favorite melodies out of like all the ones I sang, and then I write lyrics to that, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's how the process has changed. But all in all, it's still very similar to how I used to write, which I really love, because I think writing is something that I was just gifted with for some reason. It might be because I started reading really early, so I'm really comfortable with like language. My mom says I started reading when I was 2, so who knows if that's the truth, but if it is, work, baby Chloe. This is the look. Let's get our bag packed. I also have to film a quick audition before I go to the studio, so I have my setup here ready. And I'm going to do this tape, and then we'll pack a bag together and head to the studio. Woohoo! Okay, so let's get ready. So I'm gonna wear this big shirt because I want to be comfy, because when you're in the studio, you're kind of sitting in the same place for a lot of hours. So you want to be comfy, you want to be cozy, okay? Okay, great. I'm gonna wear this top, tuck it in. I love to tuck in a shirt, okay? To give it some shape. So I'll probably just do this. And then I'm gonna bring my old reliable fluffy bag. My journal's already in here that has lyrics in it, and I am gonna stop on the way to get a little caffeinated beverage, because that is the one thing I do need in the studio. Is if it's the morning, I need a little matcha, and if it's the nighttime, I need a little boba or a little iced tea with aloe in it, you know, something light. Also, let me show you these. This is so unrelated, but this is just something that's been bringing me serotonin lately. Look at these. Aren't these fabulous? If you don't have really cute house shoes, I highly recommend. Like, they're so soft and fuzzy, and at first they came in the wrong size, so I had to return them. But honestly, the wait was worth it, because now I have them and they're perfect. Anyway, focus. Okay guys, final touches. I'm a big jewelry person. For some reason, jewelry makes me feel like a whole different person, so I like to have a lot of it on in the studio. I don't know why, it's just like mentally I feel like that girl, okay? So I recently got this piece from the farmer's market. This camera's really bad at focusing, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this I'm definitely gonna wear. I'm gonna slap this one on, okay? And ooh, so cute, right? I got this at the farmer's market with this little vendor. It was amazing. And then I also have this one, which I was thinking of wearing, but anytime I layer these, because of the lengths of the chains, it doesn't really work. So I'm not gonna do that, but I am gonna do my Chloe earrings. Guys, I've had these for like years and years and years. I've repurchased them a second time because I'm that emotionally attached to them. They're from Etsy and they're just little bamboo hoops that say Chloe on them. And they're so cute and I love them. So I'm gonna put these on too. Okay. And then for rings, I've been loving rings lately. This one I got at the farmer's market. It says LA on it. I just love that because I love LA, okay? And I want to get more rings that have like words on them. I know they have some where it's like 2 fingers and it can have like a word or like a number. Like some people have their birthday, some people have their name, and I want one of those. So if anyone knows where to get one, let me know below. And then this is the other ring I'm gonna wear today. It's from the same vendor at the farmer's market and it is so cute. It's this green stone and it fits perfectly on this finger and I love it. So those are my rings. That's my necklace for the day. And then I always love to do a scent. Today I want to go with this Valentino perfume. This smells so good, you guys. I can't even explain it to you. Woo! I don't know how people are out here doing like 10 sprays of perfume because 2 is already aggressive to me. But I think that's just due to my overly sensitive brain. I'm also gonna spray some of this. It's this aromatherapy stress relief from Bath and Body Works in the eucalyptus mint scent. I love this scent so much. Anything eucalyptus mint, I'm obsessed with. It's my favorite smell in the whole world. The Bath and Body Works eucalyptus mint is literally my thing, okay? Speaking of eucalyptus and mint, I want to put you guys on really quick. I have this diffuser that I use. It's basically like water vapor and you put essential oils into it and then it like disperses the essential oils throughout the room. I like using that instead of candles because candles can give me a headache because of all like the chemicals in them probably. But I got these essential oils. You can get them on Amazon for cheaper, but I just got these at Erewhon. It's these 2 scents. I have peppermint and eucalyptus, and again, these are my favorite smells in the world combined. And what you do is you just drop it in. Oh, it smells so good. You open it, you fill it with water, and then you drop these in, and then it just diffuses them throughout the space, and it smells so good. Also, before a studio session, sometimes I'll light some incense. This is the peppermint incense that I actually discovered in Seattle when I was at a farmer's market with one of my best friends. And it's so good, you guys. If incense can get kind of strong for you and kind of give you a headache, I highly recommend this kind because it's peppermint, so it's still refreshing, but it's incensey. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys, I'm ready to head out the door. Thanks for getting ready with me. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Wish me luck at the studio. Bye.